Check ethos. Okay.
I'm on the slide.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
I'm on the slide, but y'all don't come in his chat with that same energy. Keep that same energy.
Yo, this man JG's hurt, dog. He's so fucking hurt. That type of argument. This man is so fucking hurt. He's so hurt. He's like, yo, y'all be dissing me, but y'all don't go into Ethos' chat. What are you talking about, bro? Everybody in my chat literally would LMAO every time I died to that fucking lightning nigga. Every time I died, East literally memed me every fucking... She threw bits at me, and she literally said, oh, I'm sorry, have you tried winning? Like, come on, bruh. That's not a fair argument.
I'm on the slide, but y'all don't come in his chat with that same energy.
What is... JG lying, bruh? You hear JG lying on y'all chat?
Keep that same energy. You talking about me. Go ahead and get on Ethos' head and then watch him try to deflect and say that y'all broke boys.
I mean, I'm sorry that, like, people in my chat ain't broke boys. Wait, is anybody in my chat a broke boy? I mean, people in my chat give me bits and give me Twitch Prime subs, so, I mean, I don't think they broke boys. I don't think. So, I don't know what the argument is here. I don't understand. What are we arguing about, bro? JG in the... No, I thought JG was in the fucking Discord. I was about to be like, yo, let me get in here and talk shit to him real quick. Even better if he was still streaming.
Watch him say that y'all broke boys. That's his defense.
He said, I am. Okay, well, for every y'all broke boys, you're broke boys. Damn, JG don't watch Ethos' stream. Pretty much. This is confirming JG don't watch my stream. JG only comes to my stream so that he can take a peek at where I am at Sekiro and he can take fucking notes. That's the only reason why JG hops in my stream. Every single time, bro. Y'all see I'm in JG's stream. I'm supporting him. I'm giving him positive energy. I might troll him every once in a while. But you hear, I'm always there. I'm like, JG, you can fucking do it. JG don't even come in my chat with that same energy. He's a fucking hypocrite. How's he gonna tell me to keep that same energy? And he don't even keep that same energy himself for y'all. For me. That's fucked up, JG. I think that's really fucked up.
It's for everything. That's my nigga, but like I said, y'all need to check him.
Wow.
Y'all need to check him. Don't be worrying about me. Check him.
Wow. Do you hear this, man?
He beat Dragons, but I don't know.
Do you hear this, man?
The only game you knew Ethos beat was Detroit because of Detroit.
Look at this. Look at this, bruh. Hold on. Who said that shit in chat? I'm gonna ban you. You better pray you're not in the chat. Philly, are you in this chat? Philly, you better pray you're not in this chat right now. If Philly is, he's gonna look like the Jordan Peele meme and just starts writing, oh God. Hold on.
Hey, niggas trying to pull up the game facts on me. Did you see how they were clowning me? Everybody was clowning me first day I played Sekiro. Everybody. When nobody saying, alright, JG, you doing kind of good the first night. You doing kind of good.
Because you admitted JG admitted to using a fucking walkthrough and tips trigger. So first it was, okay, so we have to rewind. Hold on. There's a bunch of context that he is not admitting to. So if we rewind the clock and TBH can confirm this, because me and TBH were both in the chat and everybody in the chat knows this. So JG's trying to literally pull some fake news out of his ass. If we go back and we rewind the clock and we watch everything, watch the full, okay, hold on.
Nah, niggas was like, oh, bro, you looked at one tips and trick video, therefore you're cheating. No, nigga, I know how to use Google. That's what. I know how to use Google.
He admitted it. Chat. How do you, bruh, chat. How do you, chat, how do you literally go from literally arguing, oh, chat wouldn't give me no props, like I wasn't nice or nothing, to literally contradicting yourself less than 15 seconds later and admitting to saying, I know how to use Google. You look at his face, chat. Look at this man's face. He literally looks like he just got caught, bruh. Look at this face. This Hold on. I'm gonna turn that into a fucking emote. That's gonna be an emote on my channel, boys. For anybody that wants to use it, here you go, boys. Look at this smug ass. We're gonna call it Smug JG. Look at that shit. This man JG is so full of shit. He's so full of shit, bruh. JG is a fucking liar. Post it in Discord. All right, I got you. I'll put it in Discord right now. I'll put it in the GI memes part. Go to town, chat. Go to fucking LG is a snake.
You look kind of good. Nah, niggas was like, oh, bro, you looked at one tips and trick video, therefore you're cheating. No, nigga, I know how to use Google. That's what. I know how to use Google. And I actually did okay because niggas thought I was going to be a bitch and everybody was down to me, okay? Everybody was down to me. Am I getting MK11? I'm still on the fence, man. Hey,
JG's a fucking liar. Okay, let me break down the timeline of events. So what happened was JG started streaming, and immediately everybody filed in chat because you already know somebody who's going into it blind compared to somebody who's going in with innate knowledge of the game. If you look at, you can do this with simple fucking just like all you have to do to just prove that JG doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. This is all you gotta do, chat. Literally, all you need to do is rewind the clock. Go here, chat. Right here. All you have to do is go to this video, go to this video, and go to TBH's first video where he streamed Sekiro, and watch the first 15 minutes of both of those videos and see how we act playing the game. And then go over to JG and watch JG's 15 minutes, and you'll notice there is a drastic fucking difference between me and TBH playing this game for the first time, and I would argue anybody else in GI, and someone like JG. Now, mind you, this gameplay that the thing that JG pulls off in his first 15 minutes would have been acceptable for someone who's played like a shit ton of Bloodborne, has played a shit ton of Dark Souls, or like, you know, is used to these type of games. But for someone like JG to tell everybody that he didn't like Bloodborne, he barely played Bloodborne, he barely played I don't think he's played a Dark Souls game. He's like, I don't fucking like the stamina, I don't like how these games feel, so I don't play them. To then all of a sudden be able to play this game the intro flawlessly? Nah, bro, he's capping heavy. He literally went from, this was his argument. Initially, he had said, I looked at a tips and tricks video. That was his first argument, chat. And then he went from, I watched the walkthrough to, oh, I saw a Twitter video of this. Okay? And then he went from, I saw a tips and tricks video to I saw a Twitter video to oh, I watched Ethos' stream to, oh, I watched TBH's stream. So then I'm like, damn, bro. According to you, you've seen at least 5 to 7 different sources of this game to give you innate knowledge of what you were about to do before you went into it. And the gameplay, like, it speaks volumes the way that JG, like, acts as if, like, he knows where everything is. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, brother. You gotta admit it, dog. Like, this man knows how to use... This man just straight up snitched on himself.
What kind of...
My man's... Yo, can we put some L's in the chat? My boy, JG's still my boy, but my boy JG straight up pulled an ace, bro. He straight up pulled an ace. Oh, oh man, bro. All right, what is this? Hey, yo, chat, get ready to. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. LG don't play. Is that what we call JG now? LG. He's like a fucking phone now. Fucking LG doesn't. So he can't tell me shit. JG can't tell me shit. He can talk shit about, oh, Ethos don't finish his games, or Ethos beats his games in 10 hours. Well, shit. At least I don't cheat to beat my games, okay? Chat, I would just... Put him in the LG. Yeah. Yo. Check Discord general. Oh no. What other meme? New meme alert, boys. The memes have started. Oh man, poor JG. He's probably away. He's probably not even checking his phone because he hasn't responded. He go check his phone and be like, "Oh my god." Oh, that's a fucking hilarious ass meme, dude.
In the second part of the whole meme. So the cheating aspect.
Okay. So I can defend this point. I think there's a good argument for why you're a cheater. Not that I think what people got upset about was like you kind of you didn't tell people straight up that you had done some homework or research before you did it. Like I guess everyone had an expectation that like when you were going into the game for the first time, you were going in blind. To the point that like everyone was expecting to see you like die, but it's kind of the sense of like disappointment that like there's an expectation of like what they expected for Sekiro, and then like for example, like, if you see Flock, who you could tell didn't do any fucking research for this game, and then he plays the game, and then if they look at you playing the game for the first time, there's this strong sense of you having innate knowledge that like someone who bought the game for the first time that has no knowledge about how like what to expect would know about or know how to perceive. I don't know if that's a fair argument, but I guess that's where that like, and then it became a meme, and then
everybody was disappointed.
Yes, that you weren't dying enough. Yes, so then they memed you for it because it's different than like because I think it was also you were like saying like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm kind of nice, and so then people perceive that as, wow, you're bullshitting them. And it's like, no, you fucking went on like you. Okay, I have to ask you this: what the fuck does I know how to Google means? What does that mean? I have to know this. What does this mean?
What is YouTube owned by?
Google. So are you
exactly? so I went to YouTube before I started my stream, I just looked up Sekiro combat tips, and I literally found one video that did not show me anything about the game, like any enemies or anything. It just showed like how to play Sekiro. They was like, okay,
people said that they were disappointed you didn't die twice.
Yeah. And in this video, they said, okay, don't play this game like Dark Souls because it's not like Dark Souls. I said, okay, well, I haven't played Dark Souls anyway, so that tip kind of really doesn't apply to me. They was like, okay, you're a ninja, so you don't need to be engaging in all these battles, fighting like 2 or 3 enemies and getting surrounded. So you need to dip out when you can. And then they were talking about the deflect technique. So I said, okay, I looked at that and I was like, well, I'm ready. But I want to bring up this one good point. I can watch a million videos, right? I can watch a million videos on whatever subject, whatever video game. But if I can't apply it myself, then that means I'm still bad, right? Like I can watch all of these videos and
I think you'd be in a worse situation if you had a bunch of like innate knowledge and you still were sucking ass. I guess it would be like, I guess it's like I can give a person a break on like if they're dying and stuff because like they just don't have the knowledge like needed of like innately like going into a game blind compared to like having predetermined knowledge on, because like for example, I guess like what TBH was getting hung up on was, I don't know if it was a fair point, but he was getting hung up on like how you knew how to jump assassinate somebody and they don't teach you that in the game tutorial for like a minute, and they're like you just did it off rip. And to be fair, I was like, I mean, that could have just been a fluke. It could have just been you just saw the button, you pressed it, and that's just like...
I did see the button.
Right. So I'm like, these are things that you could have just naturally just gotten just based off of like, you obviously like you can't avoid like information about this game. Like what you said, like you could be on Twitter about like, the snake is a good example. You could be on Twitter and this thing just hits your timeline. It's not like you were searching for it. It just popped up and you're like, oh, I want to see this meme. And now you have the
Am I supposed to ignore it?
Yeah.
But like, I'm human.
I'm human. I know.
I saw the Afro Senju video.
Right.
No, I did not watch a walkthrough. I saw him clip that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck is this snake? What do you do there?" And I got to that part. I didn't know the snake was at that part, and I clearly died. Right, the snake got me, and I was like, "Oh, this is the fucking snake." But I didn't know where it was. I didn't know where it was coming. I just knew that the snake was in the game. Now, if you would have saw me on that same part, like if I would have got to the snake and I knew exactly what I was doing,
like you know,
if I
would have
hit in the bushes and shit, then okay, I'll be like, all right, you watched the walkthrough, my nigga. Like, come on now. Like, but no, I didn't watch a walkthrough. I clearly died like after the first enemy that you face when you get the sword. Like, okay, I cleared them up, and it was like, oh shit, what's going on? This nigga is cheating right here. I'm like,
yeah,
come
expecting
on,
you
bro.
to die off rip.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. I know.
Did you
like,
die once?
Deflect and you can
yeah. Did you die once to the first like mini boss that you run into? Like
yes,
right off the rip? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I did die to him.
Okay.
I did die to him. And they was like, "Oh, okay, here they still. Oh, you just got lucky on that, or you dying on purpose, or you just really that bad." I was like, "No, I didn't know what this enemy did, so he killed me."
Right. I mean, to be fair, like to give you I get credit to your point. So like you know the meme of the flying guy, right? That just like he just yells, he goes, and he crashes into you, right?
I've seen that clip too. Yes.
So I saw that on Twitter first. So when I got to that part of the game, I knew he was coming. Like I saw the white guy, and I knew like and you could go to my stream and you could see like I deflected him immediately because I knew that's what I was expecting. I'm pretty sure like if I hadn't been playing it. If I hadn't seen that, it probably would have been a funny fucking meme. I probably would have died to him because I wouldn't have seen it coming. But since like people just fucking meme shit and they throw it on fucking Twitter, some of the game gets spoiled for you and you can't do anything about it.
True.
And it's not like I can just like erase my mind of this memory. It's like, you know, like your memory triggers off of things that you're familiar with. So like when I got to that part, I was like, this will run into that fucking Twitter video. And then I looked up and I saw the kite and I was like, oh, here he fucking comes. And I fucking countered him for it. So like, I guess like that part is like, I guess it's not like necessarily like cheating. I guess people consider it as like, did you see a walkthrough? Like somebody said, like you said, like didn't you say initially on stream that you saw at least like a beginning walkthrough or something like that?
No, I didn't even watch a walkthrough of this.
So is that a meme? Is that what people mean?
I watched not one walkthrough of this game.
Did you watch somebody stream the beginning of the game?
No.
Okay.
The only stream that I watch, and I told you because I was actually in there, and you can go back and look at the timestamps, was you when you got to the ogre, because I was in San Francisco at the time. I was in my hotel, and I said, "Oh, Ethos is streaming," and so naturally, I wanted to come in there and see if you were struggling or not, and you did indeed struggle, and I saw you was like, "Man, this ain't even the real boss. This ain't even the real boss. I shouldn't be losing to him," and I was like, But I said something in the chat though.
Yeah, I remember.
Said something in the chat.
You weren't lurking. Yeah, you did say something.
No, I wasn't lurking. I actually said something. And so I'm like, really? Are we going to try to say that I can't even watch my homie streams now? I was like, are we
no,
going
you're not. You're not allowed.
100% blind and I can't do anything? I was like, are we really going to be that petty? I was like, okay.
Okay, so.
Because I was like, if that's the case, then Ace shouldn't have watched anything there. That he's included in it too.
Did Ace really watch anything?
I was like, Siggy was watching my stream.
How did Ace do? Like, did he do as good as you?
I don't know. Apparently, he was doing pretty good. But
I mean, he definitely watched the walkthrough. Well, definitely. I'm convinced.
Siggy watched my stream before he started playing Sekiro. Flock did too.
Well, I mean,
but again, I'm not trying to brag here. I'm not trying to brag here. But again, you can watch as many walkthroughs or other people playing the game as you want, but if your skill level does not translate into it, it's not going to die. Yeah, and
I mean, to be fair, it's like
I took the skills that I watched and I applied it, and I did okay from these first enemies. But then when I got to the big sword dude, I died once.
Yeah. But I think wouldn't you say that like you think there's like a different prop up or respect for someone who like who goes into a game blindly, who doesn't know any of the context, and they learn it for themselves naturally, compared to someone who like knows naturally like the knowledge. So what you have here is like you have somebody who doesn't know the knowledge, right? And they obtain the knowledge naturally by playing the game, or they obtain the knowledge through trial and error. I think it's kind of comparing like a underdog with like an elitist, or like someone who's I'm not an elitist, an underdog with someone who is a prodigy. where it's like I hate to do an anime comparison. I would argue like somebody like TBH or me who streamed the game for the first time. I think people perceived it as like it's kind of like a Deku story from like My Hero, where it's like you're learning as you go, and like it's like this sort of like underdog story where it's like they had no context of like what to expect when going into it. They went into it blind. They embarrassed themselves. They lost a lot of times. People put L's in the chat. It's like the Souls culture, but they overcame adversity through their own like wit without any sort of previous knowledge, and they were able to complete it, compared to I guess how people perceive how you obtained it, which is more of like I guess kind of like a prodigy, kind of like more of a prodigy vibe of well, you have these natural innate basically fundamental knowledge points that helped you overcome adversity initially, or gave you a sort of initial bonus that like other people did not have when they first ran through that. Does that sound fair, or would you say
I
that's
feel
not
that.
fair?
Yeah, you definitely get a higher level of respect if you just go into it blindly. You end up obtaining the skills versus I guess doing your research and or looking at someone else and see what they do and then applying the knowledge yourself.
There you go.